And you can tell us how you're doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Really enjoyed my off-season. Got up with family and friends, and towards the end there did a fair bit of work to get ready for today, our first session, and the boys looking fit. So, yeah, I've really enjoyed my time away, but ready to get stuck back into it.
How's the jaw going?
It's good. Honestly, the last month or so I haven't really thought much about it. Obviously, it was pretty tough the first couple of weeks leading in to the off-season. I had surgery and whatnot, but since then I've been on the road to recovery, and right now I'm feeling 100%.
How's the situation with the teeth? Because I think you thought you were going to lose 5, or what?
Yeah, so there's 5 teeth. We'll have ongoing dental work with those 5 teeth. So I've got a meeting with my dentist in December, and we sort of just have to keep testing those. And at the moment, not really responsive, but they look all right, and so I can still smile and stuff, so that's fine. Yeah.
So they're the same teeth are actually still in?
Yeah, the same. Yeah, they're still in there, and they're in the right spot. It's just whether the nerves hold on. So, given that I'm pretty young, the dentist he's more hopeful than he would usually be that they might sort of come back. But at the moment, they're not responsive. No.
One of the big things with breaking a jaw is people talk about losing a lot of weight because you are on that liquid diet. With yourself, did you lose much weight?
No, our dietitian Jade really looked after me well, and I'm pretty sure the next day I pretty much had a really strict, not so much of a strict, but a guideline of what to eat and what not to eat and how to maintain my body weight. So we were on some protein stuff that, even though I was only drinking like everything like liquid, I was actually getting my protein in, and I lost about half a kilo, to be honest, which from what our dietitian said was really good.
So you don't think it's been a massive setback in your actual development?
No, my body feels really good.
So. And eating-wise, can you have whatever you like now? Or?
Yeah, now I can. So early days I was limited to liquid, and then slowly moved on to softer foods, but now I've had steak, I've had crackers, I can eat whatever now. Yeah, it's good.
Have you met or spoken to Andrew Gaff since it happened at all?
Yeah, so my brother Hamish organised a little meet-up when I was back in WA, so we actually played around a golf. I know there was speculation that we'd played one before, which we hadn't, so we eventually did, and just got to know him as a bloke a bit more, and it was good to play that game, and yeah.
Is it all forgiven with you now? You spoke to him and it's all good between the two of you?
Yeah, no bad blood. We're both happy with how we're both trying to move on, and looking forward to 2019.
Do you have any apprehension with yourself just with contact right now? I know you're allowed full contact now at training.
Yeah, no, fully into it. I don't think it'll affect me at all. I guess we'll wait and see. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident that I'll get stuck straight back into it.
What are you expecting from the first derby, round 4? Do you reckon your players will go after Gaff, or how you?
Well, I think the 2 derbies I've played in they've always been pretty heated, and I don't think this next one's going to be any different. It'll be full on, and the fans will be right into it. But we're just going to be there to play footy and hopefully get a win.
How will you feel if you have to line up on Andrew Gaff?
I guess the media and all that will talk about it as a big matchup, but he's a good player, and I've got to treat him like that. So if I do match up on him, I'll definitely be trying to do my best effort on him. Yeah.
Because a lot of people watching that incident would think that might scar a person for life, but you're saying mentally going forward, you don't think?
No, I've done a bit of work with our psychologist, and we're working through the incident that's happened, and hopefully it won't really have a long-lasting effect on me. Obviously, there's some short-term things like checking up with the dentist and that, but long-term, I think my footy will be fine.
How would you hope the crowd react to when you two come up against each other?
I think the Dockers fans will be right behind me, and the West Coast fans will be passionate for Andrew Gaff as well. So, I think it'll be a great game when it comes, and hopefully, we just get the win.
You were very close with Lachie Neale. We know you live with him and you attended his wedding on the weekend. Was it tough for you that he's no longer at the club? Yeah, it was pretty tough hearing that he was no longer going to be with us, but he's taught me so much, and I look up to him, and I still do. It was pretty shattering to see him depart, but the stuff he's taught the first year players going on to second year, I can't really thank him enough for what he's done for me. So just want to see him succeed, and hopefully now that there's a bit of opportunity opening up through the midfield, see some of our younger guys get some time in there. Do you think you personally step up a bit in that regard?
I'll definitely be having a go. Obviously, he's one of our starting mids, so there's going to be that role open. I know Connor Blakely's been talking about coming through the midfield a bit more, so there's a lot of guys that are really looking forward to having a go at that spot. But yeah, there's definitely a gap to fill, and I'll be trying to do that.
When you found out Lockie was on his way out, did you try and plead with him? Did you understand?
Yeah, I guess we had a bit of a chat, and he's got his own reasons for why he was going to Brisbane, and we talked through it. And even though I was pretty devastated that he was going, I sort of understood why he was, and I think that's best for him and his family, that he's just married to Jules, and so they're going to have a life over there, and hopefully, I wish him all the best, really.
You just had some extended time back home in Melbourne. Did it make it harder to come back here again, or?
No, it was great being back with my family and friends, and my mum and my girlfriend really looked after me in those early few weeks when I needed it. But then I feel like I'd speak on behalf of everyone when you say in the last couple of weeks of the off-season you just want to get back and start kicking footies in and catching up with the boys. So it was great to see everyone today, and I've been waiting for this day for a long time now.
And what's your living situation going to be now? You and Hamish have still been talking about living together. Is that going to happen?
Hamish and I are looking to move in together, not this year, but maybe the year after that. At the moment, Adam Chera, Hugh Dixon and myself will be moving in together. So we get the keys over the next few days. So it's a really exciting time, and looking forward to it.
You lose Lockie Neal, but gained Rory Lobb and Jesse Hogan. What do you think of the club's acquisition?
Yeah, those guys, I've seen a lot of their footy, and they seem like really good players. And from what Angus has told me about Jesse, he's a really good bloke as well. So looking forward to getting to meet him and getting to know him, and hopefully link up through the midfield and putting it down their throat.
How different did it feel rocking up today to last year when you came in as a draftee? How much more prepared do you feel?
I think the first year experience of being a first year player gives me a bit of confidence coming back. I knew I'd done the program in the off season. I knew I'd be fine with the running. Just trying to take on a bit more of a leadership role now. I feel like after a year of learning the ropes, you can sort of direct people, and I can't wait to get our draftees in as well. So hopefully teach them a few things and talk them through the challenges that I had in my first year. So I think really the only thing that's changed is a bit more of a leadership role.
Is there anything in particular you'll be working on this summer to?
Well, I'd love to be as fit as I can. Given that midfield spot sort of opening up, you got to be as fit as you can to get those minutes in, and so that's one thing. But then body work is probably my main thing. Being last year a bit of a smaller body, I've been trying to put on a bit of weight and try and be that inside hard-nosed sort of pro.
Back to Andrew Gaff's situation. If Freo fans are thinking about maybe booing him at one of the derbies this year, what would you say to them?
I wouldn't say boo West Coast players or Andrew Gaff. I'd say just cheer us on louder, and because I think that's what West Coast will be doing, cheering their players on. So it should be a great game, and hopefully a lot of people get down and show us some support.
Are you ready to move on from the incident? Do you feel like you have moved on from it and you're ready to get into
Yeah,
next season?
I think I've definitely moved on. Like I said, the last month really I haven't thought about it one bit. Haven't had any checkups for a while, haven't done any surgery, haven't had any pain in my mouth or my jaw. So I've just been focused on getting fit, putting on weight, and I've definitely moved on, yeah.
What was it like watching the Eagles go through their post-season run to make it to the finals? Adds a bit of, enthusiasm for the new season? Yeah,
well, it just goes to show, I remember we played them in a JLT game and gave them a touch-up, so it just goes to show that anyone can do it. You just got to be a bit of luck with injuries, stick together as a group, and it gives me a bit of confidence knowing that we can give it to them. Hopefully we could get into finals this year and get back to our best footy.